This is the all-new Brixton Cromwell 1200. Now, this is a brand new modern retro motorcycle that has just been launched in India. Now, this Brixton Motorcycles hails from Austria and has been brought to India by Moto House, a Kolhapur-based brand that has brought not just this, but 4 other motorcycles to our Indian market. Now, this one is priced at 7.84 lakh, which is a stonking sticker price for a 1200cc motorcycle. Now, we are going to have a quick test on this motorcycle today to give you a first impressions idea of how this motorcycle is to ride, what are the features, and talk some more about this motorcycle. But before we get going, if you're new to our channel, do subscribe to Car and Bike for the latest news, reviews and updates from the world of cars and bikes from Car and Bike. So let's give a quick run through on the design aspects, features and cycle paths on the Cromwell 1200. So starting from the front, you have got a circular headlamp, you got LED lights, you got a LED ring over here. You got these mentions of directions, east, west, north, south. You also get LED indicators. Up front, you have got KYB suspension and you got Y-spoke wheels. These are tube type wheels that are offered on this motorcycle. You got twin disc brakes on the front. Moving further, you get a nicely contoured fuel tank. The badging and everything is pretty nicely done on the motorcycle. The overall fit and finish and the quality of materials is pretty good. The switchgear, it does feel a bit tacky, but I would say it's not that bad either. Speaking of the instrumentation console, you get a color TFT screen and it's quite a small meter. There's a lot of information that's packed into it, but it shouldn't be that much of a problem to read. But overall, it's pretty decent in terms of the way it has been designed. You get adjustable levers. The seat is decently wide and comfortable enough for a pillion rider as well to ride along with. Moving further to the rear section of the motorcycle, you get nicely shaped exhaust pipes. You get one on either side. The shocks at the rear do not have any gas compressor in terms of damping, but the overall ride quality is pretty decent. The rear section tire is a 17-inch wheel, so as I mentioned, you do not get tubeless tires, but then this motorcycle does come with dual channel ABS and traction control and 2 riding modes. You get a regular eco mode and a sport mode, and the traction control is switchable as well. In terms of power output, this motorcycle produces around 82 bhp of max power and around 103 Nm of peak torque, which is available at as low as 3100 rpm, which is quite cool, and it really has a lot of punch into it from the get-go itself. And in terms of tractability, from the small duration that we got to ride this motorcycles today, I can say that it is there's a lot of power in store for you. All you have to do is just open the throttle. You can be in 3rd or 4th gear in rolling speeds, and the motorcycle manages to pull through with finesse. That being said, let me give you a quick listen of the exhaust note of the motorcycle. Do let us know in the comments what you think about the exhaust note. I pretty much liked it. Do let us know what you think about it. That being said, furthermore, the motorcycle also gets a 6-speed gearbox and it's pretty slick. You also get a super clutch on it, and I tried to shift gears without operating the clutch and I didn't have any issues of false neutrals, or the gear didn't bounce back in any sorts to spoil the experience as such. That being said, the weight on this motorcycle is not that heavy that it makes difficult to move around. Yes, on a standstill, if you're moving the bike around by pushing it, it does feel a bit heavy. But once you get used to riding the motorcycle, it shouldn't be that much of an issue. That being said, the suspension damping is pretty decent. The brakes, you get a Nissan brake calipers at both ends, which do a decent job of shedding speed. You get Pirelli Phantom tires. Frankly, I am not that much of a fan of these tires, but on this motorcycle, I would recommend better off upgrading them to a better spec tire. But overall, they do a decent job if your commute or your riding mostly involves in the city. But if you do plan to take this for a longer journeys, then it's better off that you do consider upgrading them. That being said, Brixton also offers the limited edition Cromwell 1200X. That one is limited to just 100 units, and you get adjustable suspension on that one, and you get some few more features and upgrades to make the motorcycle a lot more special. So after a quick spin on the Brixton Cromwell 1200, I got to say this motorcycle surely does pack a lot of potential, and the best part is that this motorcycle is priced at 7.84 lakh, which is some crazy pricing from the brand and really offers a lot of options in terms of a potential buyer who wants a powerful motorcycle that is decently built. There's lots of power, and for that price you could definitely get yourself a 1200cc motorcycle, which is very hard to come across with. You got a paddle twin motor that sounds awesome. The suspension is from KYB, it's pretty good. The motorcycle looks also pretty decent. That being said, we'll be getting this motorcycle soon for a longer duration, wherein we'll give you a detailed review on how it performs in the real world and in terms of performance, its fuel economy, and the suspension as well. That's all for now. Hope you like this video. If you have, do like and subscribe to Car and Bike. As I told you before, I'm Janak Saurabh signing out, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching Car and Bike.